What is up, everybody? How is everybody doing today, man? You already know how it go. It is your boy B back with another video, and we have a video for you today. All right, guys. So as you guys know, man, it's a lot of exciting things coming, especially this week. I appreciate everybody that has been tuning in and locked into your boy. Um, I think that it's a point. It's a point to where I think we all start to realize we got to do more and we got to do better. So I hope this Sunday you guys are planning your week. I usually don't go live on Sundays because I'm usually working and preparing. I am still working and preparing, but I wanted to bring you guys a live, and I want to also let you guys know I got a vlog coming out. I really should have it's gonna come out 6 p.m. It's coming out on this channel. But I want to thank everybody that has shown me support, whether it's on Hustler Taught Me and Educated Hustler. I do have a new channel coming as well. It's Educated Hustler Vlogs, and I have my gaming channel that is going to be coming out as well. But regardless, we're going to be talking about reselling tips and tricks today. We're going to be talking about some things that I want you guys to know about before the holiday season, including drop shipping. How can you effectively drop ship, right? Also, AirPod listing. I got a notepad today. All right, so I'm gonna stay on track a little bit. Okay, so we're gonna first start talking about AirPods. How to list the AirPods, the pros and cons of the AirPod replicas versus the AirPod clones. We're gonna be talking about that as well. We're gonna also be talking about just pros and cons of selling AirPods in general. All right. So number one, if you're somebody that is looking to build an income stream and you're looking to grow and start a second income or a third income, I'm your guy. All right. I'm the guy that you need to tap in with, because I'm going to make sure not only do I give you guys tips and tricks, but I'm going to make sure I give it to you blunt, correct, and also share the ups and downs that I've faced with it too. Okay. This is not a biased platform. You can follow me, Hustler Taught Me, on YouTube, and also Educated Hustler on YouTube. And if you are on TikTok, or you haven't had me or saw me on TikTok, it's Hustler Taught Me. But now we're going to be talking about AirPod Pro replicas. These are AirPod Pro replicas right here. All right, I have the best AirPod Pro replicas in the game. Obviously, if you have not heard, I'm going to pull up some testimonials. I wasn't even able to. I know my team actually did email them to me. Let me pull them up real quick. I gather some of the receipts that I get because, again, I ask you guys always to contact me at 445-500-9600. If you have any questions, concerns, you need my help with anything, right? Like, you can always hit me up. I got your back like a broad strap. Now, when it comes to AirPod reps, yes, they're going to be really good to sell this holiday, obviously. The reason you sell AirPod replicas is because you don't have an Apple reseller license and you can't sell the real AirPod the AirPod Gen 2s. Now, if you're a regular person and you're not a business, you can obviously resell Gen 2 headphones. You can sell AirPods on the street, right? But if you're somebody that is looking to sell them on its selling app, or even just in person, like in a storefront, you cannot, trust me, because I learned this the hard way, you cannot sell real Gen 2s in the store. I got a $5,000 fine before for selling in my store replicas and also real legit headphones, the Gen 2s, right? So now I have a few testimonials that I want to pull up real quick. So let's pull that up. And we're gonna read them. I also got people impersonating me, as I mean, I'm sure you guys would expect I would have, because of course, when anybody's trying to make money, there's always somebody that's going to try to stop you, right? So, all right, these are some testimonials that came to the store phone, and I want to read them out. It says, "Big time fan. There are no fans, only supporters. I ain't nobody. I get dressed just like you. I fail just like you, and I succeed just like you. And I watch you all the time. Now I am starting to take the right steps." Yeah. So taking the right steps is getting the replicas. Obviously, you want to get replicas or any type of product, right? Even something like this can sell, right? Any type of asset that you can turn your money into, even if it's a 3.5 jack headphones, like even if it's these, regardless, right? Like there's tons of products. And to give you guys an example, in this box right here, every single product on our website we supply costs costs less than $10, less than $7. But yeah, like if you're not turning your money into assets, I don't know what you're doing, right? That's the right step, right? Being able to actually take that leap, not being scared. You feel me? Like when you're scared, I tell people fear is actually good. I think a lot of people, they think that they're going to start somewhere or start something and not be scared. If you're not scared shitless, then you're not doing the right thing. Okay. If you're not scared of the business that you're trying to actually start or that you're trying to maintain, you're not doing the right thing. When I opened my first store, I was scared. I failed miserably. Okay. Didn't price products the right way, didn't use the money that I made from the products and reinvest. Instead, I took people on trips and splurged and act like I was rich, brought a new car, all this other weird stuff, and lost my store. Okay. I failed. All right. But I was scared shitless out of my mind when I opened my first store at the age of 20 or 19, 20. And I was not really knowing what I was getting myself into. And that's what I like to tell people. Like a lot of people think that they're scared of being broke or they're scared of having a 9 to 5. No, you should be scared of succeeding, because it's a different type of fear when you have a store or you have something, you reach that goal that you wanted to reach, and you're sitting in that, or you're using that thing. Like maybe you wanted to get a Ferrari. When you sit in your Ferrari, you're going to be like, damn, like now I got to work 10 times harder to keep it, right? So that's why you got to understand fear is okay. Fear is normal. Fear should be that driving force that keeps you going. If you're not scared, then you ain't doing enough, all right? If you're living your life not scared, you're living your life being a coward. If you're not living your life having some type of fear, then you're not pushing yourself harder. Every time I wake up, I'm scared out of my damn mind because I got some other idea that I know that I'm going to act on, all right? So that's the first little testimonial. Awesome. Keep sending them if you guys want to. Make sure you guys text 445-500-9600. You can text me just in general too. All right. And I let my number be out and known, because that's how much I am dedicated to helping people grow. The next one is, hey, thank you so much for the consistent motivation. I've sold 2 so far on Mercari for $95 a piece. I will keep you updated. Now, these right here cost you anywhere between $38 to $32, depending on how many you buy. My reps aren't cheap, okay? These are not $17 or $9 or $5 reps. That's not what we're doing over here. You got to spend money in order to make money. These replicas, they have to find my iPhone, noise cancellation, every single thing that all of the reps should have, these have. You do not sell it in the plastic. Take it out the plastic. Do not try and ship these in the plastic. That is not smart, okay? This is $95 that he's charging people. If he's getting it, let's just say for $38, right? Let me break down. Ooh, no, we don't want bad on that now. No. Let me break down what that profit looks like, right? So let's just hypothetically say that this person is selling these reps for $95, and let's say he got it for the highest cost. And this is if you are just buying, I think like 4, right? The least you buy, the higher the item, obviously, right? So if you buy 4 and you pay 38, it might be less than that, but let's just say 38. So 95 minus 38, that's 57. So that would be the profit this person is making, is $57 each. But you got to times that by 4 because he's getting 4. So he is making a total of $228 off of these replicas, literally by selling these on Mercari, right? So again, that is a good profit, because if you take that $228, you times that by 4, let's say you do that 4 weeks, right? Let's say you do it for 4 weeks, $912 extra. If you can put that and you can make that in on top of your check, I'd say that would be a good profit, right? Because most people they get paid around $840 every 2 weeks on the average when I talk to my mentees. So we do 840 times 2. So this would be the regular salary or hourly that they get plus that 912. They're coming out with $2,592. And I mean, that should cover your rent now. All right, it should cover your rent, your light bill. I'm gonna tell you something. When I first wanted to start reselling, one of my biggest goals was just for it to be able to cover my expenses, right? Like, imagine if you had an extra income stream that can cover your expenses. That was my goal, right? Like, you have to have a why, right? Sometimes your why could be, oh, I want to be able to take my kids on vacation, or I want to be able to buy that new car. Whatever your why is, make sure that you know what it is and it's apparent, so that when you want to give up, you always have something to hold on to. That's very important. Okay, the next one. What's the next testimonial? Not that one. Okay. I brought reps from you all last year. I know these will sell out. I am ready to grow and build. Let's get it. So, yes, last year I was selling reps, obviously. I stopped selling AirPod replicas because of multiple reasons, which we'll talk about in a second. But I am selling them only for the holidays, for Black Friday, for you guys to get situated and be able to milk the cow as we speak. Like, there's going to be so many people on these apps looking for Gen 2 reps because they want to put something under the tree, right? Like, you got to understand supply and demand. And that's something that I understand very vividly and very clear. But you also got to know exactly how to list these, and we'll go over that too. All right, because everybody, oh my God, my AirPod rep listings get taken down. It's because you're not doing it right. Oh, well, I followed your instructions, but the instructions may not be the same. Oh, I followed the most recent ones. No, you didn't, because it didn't work. So obviously you're missing something, right? And obviously, if you're missing something, there's a step in that process where you have to reanalyze yourself and not think that the product is the problem. See, a lot of people, they think that the problem is the product instead of realizing that they are. Whenever I'm not selling something, or if I'm losing money 1 week or 1 month, I don't go back and be like, damn, fuck this business. No, I look at myself. I be like, yo, listen, what am I doing wrong? I think having a forward thinking mindset is worrying about being the solution instead of worrying about walking around thinking about the problem, right? I'd rather walk around thinking about the solution. I find that a lot of people that fail, they walk around and they be like, oh my God, I don't like the way the sky is, and I don't like the way the road is, and I don't like the way my car drives. But it's like, you worrying about all of this stuff and complaining about all the shit, but you're not thinking of no solution because you're obviously not thinking with a forward thinking mind. And that's sort of kind of how you stay afloat, because it's very depressing and lonely when you are embarking on another income stream, or even trying to be an entrepreneur, especially with these people nowadays where you have the internet and a TikTok and a YouTube where everybody just seems to have cracked the code. Everybody just seems to be just brilliant and geniuses and multimillionaires, right? So it's like, oh my God, everybody is just doing this and I'm just the one failing. No, you're not the only one failing. You're the only one sitting there moping around. Figure it out. Figure out how to make it work for you. That's the problem. A lot of people try to buy courses, digital products, and all of this other stuff, and they are harping on trying to make it work, but not understanding that the only way it will work is if it works in your way. Right now, you take somebody else's structure and then you put it in your own way. I keep getting banned on eBay. You know how I can get unbanned. Victor, I get this question probably like 9 times a day. I don't know how you can get unbanned because I'm not in your eBay, right? So if I was to tell you, hey, you need to do this, this, and this, I mean, obviously I could tell you a process, but if you don't follow the process correctly, or if you miss a step, like prime example, not using the same device, not using the app, not using the same IP, not using the same Wi-Fi, all of these stuff, it does matter. So I will take note of that and I'll answer that in 1 second. Okay, I'm gonna stay on topic, but I just noted that. All right, Victor, I got you. I got your back. If you drop off this, just remember to rewatch, okay? Because I'll touch that topic. All right, so I got the product box, and now these, you helped me pay my damn rent last month. Ha ha ha. Let's get it. Perfect. So I remember phone flipping, right? And phone flipping was one of my first starts in becoming an entrepreneur. Like, I wasn't an entrepreneur, I was working for Sprint. Okay, I was working under the table for Sprint at the time, but phone flipping was one of the, I think, the businesses I say that taught me like, damn, like you can make money without clocking in. Like that was like one of my like, I was making a lot of money. And I remember the owner of that Sprint store, we was driving in he had a Honda Genesis at the time. It was like a nice car to me. For some reason, it was just blowing my mind that he was in this nice car, even though, I mean, now a Honda Genesis to me is just a regular car. But obviously, when he was driving, I was like, oh my God. Like, so he was like, yeah, I ain't gonna lie. He looked over to me. He was like, you know, you're doing a great job, Brandon. I was like, thank you. He was like, yeah. He's like, you're paying my mortgage. And that never left my brain, which is interesting. I didn't think of it as an insult back then. I mean, I still kind of don't. But now that I think about it, I'm like, yo, it's so interesting because it's like I'm paying your rent, but I'm barely paying mine. That's crazy. Like now that I think about it, it's like I'm paying this car note that I'm driving in, and I'm thinking about how nice this car is, but I'm actually helping you pay that shit off, and I'm not even in the car. I'm driving with you, sir. You feel me? So it's like, interesting, right? That was my first time realizing that I can make money without relying on someone or relying on, clocking in. Another one, first time buyer, first time reseller. I am scared, but I'm ready for this. That actually talks about the point that I was just making. It's okay to be scared, right? If you're not scared, if you are starting this Sunday off and you're on TikTok or you're on YouTube and you're watching the last night's games highlights, or you're watching DJ Academics, shout out to Big Act. No, I don't want to, like, all of these things are good, right? But I think all of these things are entertainment and also distractions. I think all of these things are cool to watch once you handle your business, right? And like TikTok, prime example. I used to hate TikTok. Whenever my kids or my girlfriend or anybody would watch TikTok, I'd be like, yo, why are you watching this dumb behind ad? Right? Interesting. Because once I got on there, I started to look, and TikTok to me is way more informative than YouTube. I think because what I do is I see a lot of people that create content in their own way. Now I can smell bullshit from a mile away, so I see a lot of BS. But I do see that, like, if you put these platforms, and this is the point I'm making, if you put these platforms to work for you, like prime example, make sure that you're looking up things in your niche or things that you want to do, you'll start to see things pop up and inspire you, and it would inspire you. You know what I mean? So, like, use your social apps to inspire you. Make sure that today you are getting something done that you're that you're trying to do productive, right? So I just feel like it's really important for us to lock the fuck in. And that's why on Sundays I usually don't go live, because I'll be planning my weeks. I planned my week already. I'm locked the fuck in. You know what I mean? I'm locked in. And the reason I'm locked in is because I don't want to fail, and I want to be better than I was last month. All right. So, all right, let's talk about how to list these AirPods, because I get a whole bunch of people asking me, hey, how do I list AirPods? Because they keep getting taken down, and on your YouTube, you have this strategy and that strategy, but it doesn't work. All right, bet. So we're gonna break this down today. Okay, we're gonna break this down right now. All right, and I think that this should clear up a lot for people that want to list AirPods on eBay. Okay, so number one, when you're listing AirPods on eBay, it does not even start with the AirPods. It starts with the reps, right? So prime example, who is Victor, my guy. What's up, Vic? So Victor, let me just say this, right? You have AirPods and you're trying to list them. Okay. You didn't get AirPods from me. I'm not sure. I don't think so. But let's say you got them from somewhere else. You just got to make sure first that they are good quality, right? Now, I didn't say great. You don't have to sell great quality, because if you don't have the great quality already, I mean, it would be a huge deterrent for me to say, yeah, make sure you sell great quality one-on-one, right? Now, a lot of people think their reps are one-on-one, and they're not. Your reps need to be one-on-one. But if they're not, cool. You just need to understand that you need to inspect what you expect. So Did you walk around and use your AirPods that you brought? 9 times out of 10, you didn't. Why not? Because you don't want to open and use the ones that you obviously already were on, right? And shout out to Khadija. Shout out to you. We're gonna talk about your eBay as well in a little bit. But when it comes to these reps, right? I want you to understand that if you sell me these reps and you put these reps online and I buy them, then I go and put these on, right? Let's say it looks just like Apple, right? Let's just say I put these on. I go to the gym, and as I'm working out, they stop working or they pause while I'm talking on the phone, or people on the phone can't hear me. Or let's say they work perfectly the first day, but then on the second day, I start to see that there's some type of like static or whatever, right? Then guess what's going to happen? They're going to go to Apple. They're going to 9 times out of 10 go to Apple, because guess what they're thinking it is? Apple AirPods, right? So they're going to go to Apple, and then once they don't work, or once Apple tells them, yeah, I brought a pair and they're super good. Okay, cool. Perfect. So once they go to Apple, then Apple's going to be like, no, these are not real. These are fake. And then they're going to go to eBay or whatever platform you're selling them at, and they're going to request a what? A refund. And that is going to be to you a what? Chargeback. And we do not do chargebacks, okay? We do not do chargebacks. Chargebacks, especially during the fourth quarter, are all right. So let's talk about how we will list AirPod replicas. Okay. So first, we got to do product research. All right. Now, people ask me all the time, where do you do product research? I do product research on Google Trends. I do product research on different sites, eBay, Amazon, Mercari. Sometimes not really Mercari. Mercari is more so like Mercari to me is funny. Like, I just feel like Mercari is the sweetest platform on planet Earth. Like, Mercari is just so easy because there's so many people just eager to buy stuff on Mercari, because Mercari gives you credits and all this stuff when you're somebody that buys products on their site. All right. Now let's do this. We're gonna go and we're going to talk about we're gonna list these. So first thing I would do is I would look up whatever I'm trying to sell, AirPod Pro Gen 2, right? If you're on TikTok, you can go on YouTube and follow me at Hustler Taught Me. Just type in Hustler Taught Me, and then you can see exactly what I'm doing on screen. But AirPod Pro Gen 2, I then go to the sold section, right? Where is it at, y'all? Sold items, right? So I'm gonna go to the sold items. I'm gonna see what's selling, right? Now, I don't look at what's selling to gauge the price. I don't do that, right? Because somebody can say, okay, I'll sell these AirPods for $90 because their grandma brought a pair and doesn't want them, and they're just reselling. Somebody can be listing them because they're getting AirPods from AT&T for free, or they have AirPods on installment and just want to, like, it's so many different ways and reasons people sell on eBay. That's why I don't really judge eBay for knowing exactly what the price I should list a product should be, because there's so many different type of sellers. Okay. So what I do though is I'll look like November 3rd. Cool. So these are recent. This is an auction. I don't look at auctions. Boom. Like, this is intriguing. Why? Because it says AirPod Pro Gen 2 with MagSafe wireless charging case, white, but it's $8.06 for delivery. So like, somebody actually brought these and paid for delivery. That's nasty work, right? So what I would do is I would look, and I'm just like appalled that somebody even put this here, because it says new condition, but this right here shows August 2024. That doesn't make sense. It sounds dumb, because right, we're in November and it says this is new, so that means they would have been sitting for months, right? Which doesn't make sense. But you might be wondering, how the hell did they sell it? Let me tell you. So what I would do is I would go over to the person's username. I would then go look at their store. Now, why is that important? Because you see how he has nothing, right? So what I should be able to go to is sold items. And then I can see, oh, okay. So this person right here has been listing AirPods for a while for different profit margins, product glasses as well. So this person obviously is selling fake shit. Obvious, right? But how are they getting away? Huh. How are they getting away? So I would say, okay, I'm just speaking on literally what I would do. Okay. So I'm like, all right, bet. I see product glasses for 140. These are fake. He just sold these. I see AirPod reps. Cool. And then I see, which is interesting, it says 20. Let's see how many reviews. Let's not jump to no conclusions. Let's see. Can we see reviews? Huh. Let me see if I can see his reviews real quick. Feedback, positive. 100% positive feedback is good. That's crazy work. All right, so we're seeing all feedback. Watch. So I'm looking. Verify purchase. Great buy. Hope to deal again. A plus plus plus. Smooth transaction went well. But what are they? So these are all from the past 6 months, right? So you see how this is past year, past month, past month, past month. But these that he sold, like if you go right here, look at this. Because people do this. They'll hide what they're actually selling on eBay. They'll hide it by deleting it. But this isn't from just the past month. Now these are, but he has a lot of things from the past 6 months that have been, but we can't really see, right? I can't see what he sold though, right? I don't think so. Thought it was a way. He don't have no feedback with photos. It's interesting. But only in the past month has he had feedback. CV. All right, let's see. I'm not even gonna dig back. So that's the one. Okay, that's one. So we see one. The secret is with this guy, obviously what he did was he listed products and he sold products before he started listing reps, right? He sold products for a while. This dates all the way back to what last year. He got 25 ratings last year, 12 months ago, 17 6 months ago, and 3 this month. They're not for reps. These are not for reps. It's no way. These are not for headphones. These are for something else. Sometimes it lists what it is, but it's not there. Interesting, right? So how is his staying up? His reps are staying up because he actually has a sales history with another product. And that's what gives him the up right now. Currently is he has that trust, right? But okay, let's say you like, oh, Brandon, that don't matter. All right, cool. So let's go to another person. Okay. So we're gonna go, but he doesn't have no reviews, so we're not gonna go here because his stuff, he gonna get a charge back regardless. Let's go here. He don't either. Let's go here. Okay, he has 17. So we're gonna actually see, and that's stock. These are stock photos. This is one stock photo. He sold it for $100. Interesting. Look at this. So he's also selling a turbo torch. Interesting. Let's look at what sold. Okay. So on August 8th, he sold a turbo torch for 267. Okay. So we from this can already tell that he has list something. Let me see this. Where is it at? Where is it at? Let's look at this. All right, yeah. So regardless, he listed another product, sold that, and then started selling reps. But he sold a torch, but I don't know why it won't show all his reviews. But okay, so we got another person. So that person, and we're only looking at people. What the hell is this? Lot of assortment. Okay. So we're only looking at people that are basically selling AirPod Pros with some type of legitimacy, like some type of how can I put some customer review, some standard, some type of trust. Because all the ones that don't have any reviews, just because they sold, don't mean that they're going to see that money. But I'm guaranteeing you, these people right here, like he has 4, but he sells hoodies. So he's going to, and he has 100% positive feedback, right? And this is all from the past month. I guarantee you. Oh yeah, there we go. So here's the seller ID. So let's see what this listing is for hoodies. Yeah. So he's been selling hoodies, and then he switched from hoodies to reps. And I know it's a rep because it's $85. But does he say it's a rep in his bio? No. I mean, his description. No, he doesn't. And that's where y'all be messing up. Because a lot of people, they want to list replicas and not say they're reps. Why? I find that very interesting. People don't want to be honest with customers, but they want companies to be honest with them, right? Like, why don't you want to let them know that they are reps? Because you think that that's going to diminish the value, but you already are diminishing the value because you're selling them for $85. If you're going to try and lie and say that you're selling real AirPod Pros, why aren't you listing them like real AirPod Pros? I'll tell you why. Because you know for a fact that the customer will be able to tell that they're not real AirPod Pros. And the fact that you already know that, it boggles my mind that you are okay with trying to say the brand is Apple. Don't do that. We're going to list some right now. All right. So we're going to selling. Okay. Now this account obviously has 3. They have 3. I mean, I said 3, 12 good reviews. This is an account building. And this account is with eBay Automation. Let's go ahead and let's hit this, and let's hit this, and let's hit that. So we're gonna just start selling, right? So initially, what I would do is I definitely wouldn't put Apple AirPod Pros, but what I would do is I can just click this, and I would just put Pro second generation, right? And then I'll put it in here. Then I hit search. Then it's going to come up with other ones, right? I don't want to do any of these because they're going to say the brand is Apple, and then it's going to put the same MPC. It's going to put the same model number. All right, we're going to do new. Right? Now, here goes the picture, right? So the picture aspect is very interesting too, because when you're listing AirPod reps, you got to be really careful, because if you put the wrong picture, you're screwed. Now, these are the same reps, but what happens is these reps have a picture that used to be on reps but are no longer on them, or used to be on the Road Gen 2s but no longer on them. That's why mine have this one, because this picture is on there right now. This one is a little bit older because it has the lightning cable going into the case, which that's now should be. So we're not going to take this picture. and you want it to match up directly with yours. Now, a lot of people, they try and get the picture where they show everything that's in the box. The pictures that show everything that's in the box on eBay or on Mercari, Amazon, those pictures, they're not going to be as sellable as you may think. I like pictures that have people's hands in them, literally, like they're holding the box. Why? It's a little bit more personal and it makes it seem like you're selling an individual pair, like you're selling your pair, right? Like it doesn't make it seem like you're selling um multiple, right? And you don't want it to sound like or seem like you're selling multiple. You want to make it as intimate as possible, right? So we're gonna make it as intimate as possible. So we're gonna take those two pictures. Okay. Now that I have these two pictures, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna upload these two right here. Boom. I'm gonna put the picture with the hand there, and then I'm gonna say second generation. So pro second generation, I could say headsets or headphones. I don't sell replicas and lie and say they're real. I just sell them, right? So when I hit brand, I say unbranded. Boom. Now I used to sell them like they were real, but it what happens is it becomes more difficult when you are doing your appeal. If they do take your listing down, you're screwed because you said that it was Apple and it's not Apple, right? Like just be honest. So brand new, unbranded. This person said DM for pictures because it will get taken down here. Now, see, that's a good one because this one is a stock photo. So yeah, his is going to get taken down, but I'm going to use these same bullet points. And what I'm going to say instead of this is these are not Apple. These are generic headphones that work just like the real ones. Let's say that, right? I don't want to use too many words, but I also don't want to. I want to write in a third grade writing style so that everybody can understand it, right? So now when it comes to price, we could do 85. When it goes to quantity, I usually do 5. And when it goes to shipping, I don't say 1 pound. I always say 5 and under ounces. Then with this, 1. Packaging doesn't really matter. I know that's not popular for people to say, but I'm being honest with you. We probably missed one thing, and I think it would be connectivity. Bro, every time I make a new account, they ban me. Yeah, I'm sure. So if you're talking about, okay, so model. So you want to create your own. So I'm gonna say connect wireless. Create your own. They can't tell you that your model isn't real or your type of thing headphone isn't real. All right, so Victor, you're saying that every time you create an eBay is banned, right? That's because you're doing it wrong. Let me see if I can actually pull up a roadmap for you. Let me see, Victor. Let me see. I might be able to. 1 second. Let me see if I still have it. So, Victor, I have an unban me guide, and I also have an eBay reinvention. I said eBay reinvention blueprint, but it's more like a course. But I'm still gonna help you. But I just want to say, go to hustlertaughtme.com, right? Because I'm gonna tell you something. Like, what the heck am I doing? Hustler taught. I'm gonna tell you something, Victor. Free information is something that you can get, but I will tell you that with me, I'll give you the answer, but in order for you to have the literature and then the big concepts behind each step, you got to pay for it, right? So we have the Unban Me blueprint. We also have free guides in my description too. I have a free guide, but this goes more in depth. It gives you step-by-step instructions, real life experiences, rules. It's very, very, very in depth, okay, of how to create an LLC, how to create an eBay business account, all that, right? But I'm going to help you. Let me just see if I can find, because what I'm trying to find is something that's actually okay. I found it. It's actually in the thing. So I'm about to download it right now, and we're gonna go over that bit because that'll help you. All right, bet. Yeah. All right. So, all right, here we go. So the unban me roadmap, right? So you want to get unbanned, but you're having trouble. So number one, a lot of people that are having trouble when it comes to every time I create an eBay, it gets banned or they stop me. That's because they don't want you on their platform. You got to think about it like this. You have to be discreet. Now, that's one of the reasons why you have to have a business. And if you know somebody that has an LLC, the reason they have a limited liability company is because everything that they get sued for or in trouble for that goes on the business, that doesn't go on them, right? It's a difference. When you started your eBay account, you started your eBay account the wrong way, because you never want to start any type of eBay or even a Mercari. I don't start anything that I get currency for in my name. Why? Because anything can go wrong, and I also don't need to get credit for it personally. I rather have my business take credit for it because, prime example, if I make $100,000 in 1 month, I rather my business get that credit, so then I can get a business, I can get higher business loans. So then I can now take that, use the business as an asset, get that loan from that bank and this bank, and then invest that money in another warehouse or something like that. So that's why I don't use my personal social or anything to do anything with business like that. To me, it doesn't make sense, right? So the roadmap, and again, TikTok, if y'all want to see this, follow me, go to YouTube and then go to Hustler Taught Me. Just type in Hustler Taught Me, and then I'm live on YouTube with the physical guide. But so first, you're gonna have to go through these steps, right? Number one, you got to contact eBay, and you got to let eBay know, listen, like, I don't know what happened, I don't know why I'm banned, but could you please give me another chance? Like, that's how I usually start. Like, oh, could you please give me another chance? I'm so sorry. You know what I mean? All that. Then you want to appeal, right? So you want to be like, y'all made a mistake. My AirPods that I was listing, they're I have an invoice. Now the problem is a lot of y'all get these AirPods from these janky ass websites like DHgate and AliExpress. I didn't try it and done that as well, but it didn't work out because I ran into a roadblock. Right, with Mercari, they took around probably 35 to 50. Well, no, I'm tripping. 35 to 40,000 in 2014. Around this time, like November, December-ish, I was making a good amount of money selling reps, and this is when reps started just flooding the market, and they held my money, right? So I needed an invoice. That's what Mercari asked me. They were like, well, send us an invoice. So at the time, I was like, okay, I'll send you an invoice. Like, that's easy. So I went to DHgate, or maybe it was AliExpress. I went to one of them and I was like, hey, I need an invoice for the headphones I got from you. He sent me some bull crap. I sent that to Mercari, and Mercari was like, no. Uh-uh. The invoice even has some Chinese writing on it. Here's the thing. With my business, right? So if you get your reps from We Supply, prime example, right? Let's say you get your replicas from us, right? At wesupply.com. Number one, I got a warehouse. Number two, I get products. Like, this is what I do, right? And I make sure that these are the reps right here. So Hustler 101, and then I have R for reps. I can't necessarily say they're replicas, obviously, right? But you have an option to get 4 for $152, 6 for $216, and 12 for $408, right? You get this. Beautiful thing is you get an invoice once you purchase. Now, let's say hypothetically, which you won't with my reps. I have never experienced a customer that needed an invoice for these to show proof of acquiring them. But if you ever did, then you just come back to the website and you say, hey, I need a proof of purchase invoice. And my team will give you an invoice to go ahead and send to eBay, send to Mercari. So those are like the benefits. Like, you don't just pay for the product with us, you more so pay for the service and the journey, and also the insurance, right? Like, you have an insurance behind that. That was something that really stopped me during the appeal process. But anyway, next, you want to take notes of all of the information you have on your old account, right? So whatever worked on your old account to get you to the point to where you're stressing because you got banned, take note. because you're going to have to replicate it, right? You want to delete the app. All right, now, Vic, this is to you. All right. Delete the app from your phone. Why? Every time you log into eBay, it tracks your location. Every time you log into TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, any of these apps, they're tracking your location. How do I know? Because I was banned at one point and I couldn't get unbanned. And I was so frustrated because eBay was paying my rent. eBay was paying my bills. Maybe not my rent, but definitely my light bill and gas bill and all of that, right? And I remember getting banned and being like, yo, like, nah, this is going to have to change now. And I used to call eBay every freaking day, maybe 8 times a day. I used to be snapping on them. And one time I got a rep that explained this all to me. Like, you're not going to get your account unbanned, sir. Every time you log in, we get location, and when we get your location, we automatically flag it. And how do they get the location? From your app. That's out from your phone, from your Wi-Fi. Okay. So delete that. Delete all the products because you don't want to have your eBay reflecting the same exact products that you just literally got banned for. Okay. Now, let's say I don't have access to my profile. All right. Just forget about that step. Okay. Just delete that. That's number one. Delete that. Use another device. All right, Vic. Now, listen, a lot of people forget this step. Now, you don't have to use another device every single time you log in, but to create this account for it to be ultra effective, I do recommend you using another another device, excuse me. Use another Wi-Fi. Okay. Yes. Use another Wi-Fi. Why am I using another device? Why am I using another Wi-Fi? Because both have IP addresses. Your modem that gives the Wi-Fi to your device has an IP address, and the device that takes the Wi-Fi from the modem has an IP address. That's how they connect. Now, on the other device that you create, now it could be your mother, cousin, brother, sister, aunt, grandmother, uncle, the fake mom, fake aunt, fake that, whatever, just use their device. Go to an incognito browser. And the way you do that, if you're on a laptop or you're on a computer, right click on the Chrome thing and hit incognito. If you're on a phone, go and push down on the app if you're on iPhone, and then it says incognito tab. Hit that. Okay. Then you want to use, how do I use a different Wi-Fi if I only have one Wi-Fi? Vic, I like you, Vic. Go to a library. Where you from, bro? Go to a library. Go to, and that signals to me that you use the same damn Wi-Fi, Vic. Come on, man. Come on, Vic. So you want to use a different Wi-Fi. That's a non-negotiable. You got to do that. All right. Houston, Texas. All right. So in Houston, Texas, y'all got libraries, right? You can go to McDonald's, broski. You can go to, I know y'all got some good ass food in Houston now. Go to one of them good ass restaurants that be serving up that barbecue, and you go use their Wi-Fi, bro. Go ahead and use the Wi-Fi real quick. Y'all got Walmarts down there? Yeah, right. Go to Walmart. Go to somewhere. Okay, use their Wi-Fi for a quick second. All right, you need a new email. You need a new bank account. Now you want to use. And now here's the thing. You need to use your name for your business, which we're going to get into. Okay. I don't want this to get confused. You can still use your same name, but you definitely need a new address. Now, remember, let's stick with the name. Okay. You need a new number, new email. Now, the number is only where my personal data work. So, Vic, what I mean, right? My phone, I got service on my Johnski, right? Like my phone's still on. Okay. Like I still can make calls. I still can do all of that. But if I go to Walmart, I can just hook up to their Wi-Fi. So yeah, your stuff's still gonna work, but just hook up to their Wi-Fi. Why? Because this is going to, and I'd rather you do a place that has multiple people connecting, because then it's harder for them to be like, oh, well, this is somebody's house, and now we have to go and check to make sure. No, use a public Wi-Fi. And remember, you're on a new device, whether it's a tablet, a phone, whatever. Next, you got to create a business. Now, this is separate from you signing up. Okay, you can create this business wherever you want. Okay, irs.gov if you're in the States. If you're not in the States, y'all have like this. It depends. I can't go over every single form or method to create a business, but when I mean create a business, we need an EIN or overseas. Dang, I forget what he said it was called, but it's another name. But in the States, you need that EIN. The EIN is going to keep you that's what's going to keep your social hidden. Okay, because your social, right, you're going to have, let me use this, you're going to have your EIN, which is the electric identification number. Basically, you're going to have your EIN. That is the number for your business. That's how your business does the taxes. That's how your business is basically checked. Your Brad and Dunn Street number, your EIN. Okay, your EIN is going to be on top of your social. So now, what makes this effective is that your EIN is what you're going to put into your eBay business account. They're going to ask you for the last 4 of your social, but that's not nothing to worry about. Okay. Next, after you create your LLC, you got to go ahead, go to a bank, or I would say, well, yeah, you can go to a bank, create a new bank account, or I mean, you all should have more than one bank account. You just got one bank account, and that's a problem. Okay, and I can go over that in another video, but you definitely want a business bank account at one point in your life. Okay, it doesn't hurt. You can create as many as you want. There's no limit, no anything. Like you can create 18 business accounts for the same business bank account. Okay, you want to hook up another bank account, then you're good. Then you create the business eBay, create that profile, list a small ticket product, keep that on there for like 3 days. You Gucci Boochie. And that's how you get on. That's how you get unbanked. That's the roadmap. Now I give you more in-depth details in each instruction with the eBay reinvention blueprint. And yeah, so I give you guys way more with that. But again, you guys can get unbanned from eBay easily. So yeah, that's important for you guys to know. Okay. I'm glad we covered that, because that is very, really, really important, because a lot of people keep asking me, how do I get unbanned? Okay. Now, mind you, you can also get into my community. You get free calls. So I don't know if you guys know, but I have my free academy. Well, not free. My Hustlers Reselling Academy is $25 a month, right? But with this $25 a month, you get the book free calls. We also have calls every week, 3 calls every single week. On Mondays, we have the Phone Flipping Academy, where I teach you things about flipping phones. On Wednesdays, we have the Q&A, where at 7 p.m. every single evening, we go over whatever questions and answers are needed. And then on Sunday, we do our 8 a.m. plan of attack. I get your ass up early in the morning, and I hold you accountable. You hold me accountable, and you are brainstorming with other entrepreneurs. Okay. And then on the 15th or the 16th, excuse me, of every month, we have the Selling App Audit, where I go ahead and I can audit your apps for you. Okay. So this is meant to push you and help you go farther. Yo, these voting people are just like blowing my phone up. It's crazy. Like I'm about to go to Kamala and tell her like she gonna have to chill out, man. They doing a little too much now. Dang. All right, cool. So we talked about that. We talked about banning. We talked about replicas. Now let me address this real quick. What are my thoughts about these replicas versus clones? What are the pros and cons? So number one, right now, when it comes to replicas are really good to sell to start making some bread. They're really good to sell to start making some money, but they're not good to sell when it comes to you actually trying to build a business. Like replicas are going to fade one day, and they haven't so far or yet, but they are. Okay. And when they fade, you don't want to fade out with them. So that's why I urge people, if you are trying to flip replicas or sell replicas, go ahead, go buy some reps and sell them. Use that profit that you get from the reps to go ahead and invest in products. Okay. Invest in products, because these products are then going to transfer your rep money into real physical product money, get you a product box, get something to where you're able to get physical products that are not copyright or won't get you a copyright strike, and you can start your reselling business that way. That's the smartest way to deal with reps. Now, clones, I didn't saw people sell clones a lot, especially with eBay automation, where we automate, we list, ship, and provide products for you. That's linked below too. That's $250 every single week for us to actually give you free product. Well, not free products. Your $250 goes towards products. You get your own personal assistant and they list products for you. But what happens is it gets you to the point to where you're able to grow your business, and you're able to now not have to worry about your eBay getting banned, right? Like, nobody wants to keep doing business the wrong fucking way. You feel me? We want to do business the right way so that we can make money and be able to keep our stuff, right? Like, that's important, right? We want to be able to keep our bread. That's important to me. I don't know about y'all, but that's important to your boy now. It's important to me. I want to be able to keep my money. I don't want to keep doing bad things. I don't want to be able to. I don't want them to be able to. Oh well, Brandon, you were selling replicas, so we got to take it. No, I want to be able to make money from products that I can get every mother freaking day. That's what I want, and that is, I think, one of the biggest things with me that I think a lot of people don't understand where I got to the point to be able to have a warehouse full of products. Somebody asked me, they were like, "Yo, Brandon." Somebody booked the call, and he was in the same field as me. And he was like, "Hey, man, like, I wanted to book this call, bro, and I wanted to know, like, where you get your products from." All right, let me explain this to you. Do you go to Walmart and do you ask Walmart, "Yo, this is some good ass juice. Where you get this juice from?" No, you don't. Do you go to Walmart and be like, "Yo, this TV is nice as hell. Where your supplier at?" No. But you want to know what? People do it when they think that, and this is my opinion right now, but I think people do it when they think that what you do, they can do. And that is 100% true. What I do, you can do. But the only difference is that I don't operate from websites like AliExpress, Alibaba, DHgate, StockX, and all these other places. I don't get products from these sites, because if I got products from these sites, then the next person can. And let me explain to you guys my theory on that. So I have stores. My girlfriend at the time was like, "Hey, we should fill the store with products from AliExpress." This is back in the day when AliExpress was really, really popping. It was just sort of kind of like how Temu was popping for a little bit, like how Temu, everybody, "Oh my God, Temu, oh my God, everything's so cheap, yay!" Right? So I'm like, all right. But then I ordered something, and then I looked and I went down to the store down the street from me, and they had the same thing. I'm like, "Yo, why we got the same products? This ain't making no sense now." Like, how the hell can my business be valuable and I got the same thing that the person down the street got? You see what I'm saying? Like, it don't make sense. It don't make sense at all. And so what I did was I was like, you know what? I am going to have to go a different route. When I first started, and remember when I told you guys I was flipping phones with Sprint, right? Well, when I was flipping phones with Sprint and I was working at the table and everything, I was able to see how this third-party Sprint owner was getting his products. So back in the day, Sprint people, third-party stores, they were responsible for putting like cases and screen protectors in their store. That's how I got my distributors. I got mine from actually real life, like talking to people. Like, "Hey, how you doing? My name is Brandon Jones, and I am looking for a partner to be able to source products in my store. How or what type of cadence do I need to follow to be able to work with you?" And it's not, "Oh, well, you just need to send me your EIN." Nah, sometimes it's, "Oh, okay. Well, we would like to give you a tour of the facility, and we would like to sit down and understand what you're trying to fulfill." So then you got to go take them to lunch. You got to go in toward their factory. You got to go and see their process. Like it's this is real business. And it's like that's sort of kind of what I think a lot of people don't understand is it's a difference between a distributor and a consumer. I've tried my hardest to get out of the consumer field and get into the distributor field. So that's why I don't sell like vendor lists and stuff, because the people that I get my products from won't mess with a regular person, because they don't want to saturate the market. They want to make sure that they have 10 people buying from them, because then they know that those 10 people will buy way more products from them consistently than 50, because 50 people are going to fall on and off because shipping, and they're going to have to work harder, and they're not going to be able to fulfill every order. It's so much logistic wise. So these products, some of them are tailor-made for me. Some of them are products that used to be in stores like Sprint and stuff. Like these products are real life AAA quality products, right? And I take pride in that. Like I take pride in like different little things. Like you can find these on AliExpress and different places, but my pricing is going to, and my quality is definitely going to be better, because I am smaller, which means I can actually look at each product, touch and feel each. Like y'all saw my video where I first introduced these. This charging pad. This charging pad, you got the pad that does AirPods, you got the pad that does the Apple Watch, you got the pad that does the phone. I've been testing this for about 4 to 3 weeks. I'm not really selling this like that, because I got to make sure it's legit. What about this right here? If y'all watch my vlog, y'all know I'm testing this out. So like products that I'm actually selling, I've been testing them out for a while, and that's what gives me the upper hand when it comes to chargebacks and consistent customers. Is I get a lot of consistent customers because my products are honestly reviewed. And if I don't like it, I tell the person, yo, this kind of shitty, man. Like it's falling apart. You feel me? I'm trying to think, what product did they send me that I didn't like? Let me think. What product did they send me that I didn't like? Oh, I can give you a good example, but this doesn't have to do with electronics. All right, so I've been trying to get into the household field, like trying to list like household products too, and they sent me these a whole bunch. Like I get a whole bunch of these. Like I'm practically sponsored. I'm practically sponsored by Wish, right? Like I get so many. Like I got probably, I might show it in my blog before I publish it. I got probably like 50 of these every week coming to me, right? And they want me to start selling these. Like this ain't even open, I don't think. I use them around my house, but I don't really like, it doesn't give me the Lysol feel. You know what I mean? It doesn't give me the feel that I want. So I haven't really pushed out a lot of household products. But I have toothpaste. I have so many products that I could sell, but I don't. And I know there's people on YouTube that they do affiliate links and they do things of that nature. Me, I'm not like that, because not no shot to them, but I just personally, that's not really where I'm trying to go with my content. But again, every product is carefully inspected by me that I have on my website. That's why I don't have too many products. But yeah, so guys, that's sort of kind of the difference between me and my business and how I source products. Is I source products a whole different way than I did back in 2015, 14, 16, 17, It's like I used to be that guy on the corner, and now I'm the guy that actually provides the stuff. You know what I mean? like now I'm at another level with it, which I've worked my ass off to get to that, you know? So yeah, that's that. All right. Had to clean my phone. All right, what's next? Oh my god. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, TikTok. Hold up now. Oh. All right, bet. All right, what's next? So, next. All right, we reached an hour. Okay. How do I want to get into that? No, I'm not gonna get into that. I'm not gonna get into the how to list products because everybody should know how to list products by now. And if you don't, watch some of my videos. I got so much on that. I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna cut it. I think that we went over a lot of information. I don't want to get into phone flipping on here because that's a whole different avenue. But yeah, I wanted to bring y'all alive. I wanted to actually sit down and talk to you guys, especially about the reps, especially about being a band. Now, as far as motivation, just plan. Plan. If you feel like you are at a point in life to where you're getting down or you're not succeeding the way you would like, don't start girling. Don't start getting scared. Don't start panicking. Sometimes when everything around you is falling apart, you got to sit down and you just got to look at it. And you got to realize that it's not the fact that you can't handle it. It's the fact that you're the one causing it. And sometimes we cause it by trying to prevent it. Like no matter what, some things that go wrong are meant to go wrong. And we just got to accept that they're going to go wrong and we got to fix what we can. We got to handle what we can, control the controllables. All right, I might go live again tonight, y'all. But yeah, I wanted to bring you guys something. I wanted to actually come live. Wish you guys a happy week. If you have not become a part of the Hustlers Reselling Academy, definitely make sure you guys check it out. Make sure you guys go ahead and you get the weekly live classes for new income ideas. Obviously, you get free book calls. You get access to buyers and you get access to buyers for phone flipping. You get 6+ courses every single month for business growth, free monthly products. So you get a lot, right? I'm definitely focused on giving you guys a lot, and making you guys make money, work for you. Okay, well, not making you. I can't make you do nothing, but helping. All right, guys. So thank you for checking your boy out. I love you guys so much. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Be safe, be smart, and also remember, you can handle anything that comes your way this week. Anything that comes your way, you can handle. You just got to believe in yourself, and you got to also be honest with yourself. A lot of the stuff that's going to happen this week is going to be your fault. A lot of it's going to be your fault, mostly everything, right? But if you can't control it, let it be. If you can, then start fixing it. All right, guys, I love you. I'll see you guys later. Peace.